over the 6 years, it was more like, okay, what are people complaining about, or what do we need to work on? And that's still the case now, from eliciting feedback from guests to ensuring that our staff try to communicate as much as possible, particularly proactively in case there's any issues. But it should be a flawless experience from start to finish. And I think even just if you see our reviews, I think 90% of the reviews is all about our staff. And it's the staff, it's the people that make the memories for the experience. People come when they come to Jara. It's not necessarily, they might remember the cocktail they've had, they might remember a dinner, they may or may not remember the rooms, but they definitely remember how they were treated, how they were sort of served, and that experience that our guys can give.
Yeah. So in one day I come in, what the first touch point, what do I get? And in terms of activities, the food, because I've heard you guys talk about food, and so what do I expect?
So if you've made your inquiry, you will typically make a booking and then receive your confirmation email. So if you're coming for a day visit, you will be told that it's from 12 to 6 o'clock. When you arrive, you will get a nice juice and a cold flannel, and then you get a tour. So one of our guest service team members will take you around the facility and actually show you everything, tell you a little bit about the history of Jara, and make you feel welcome, make sure that you know where to go and what to do. We have our lunch served between 1 and 3 o'clock, so typically they would take your order and start preparing your meal. You can choose a location where you want to have your meal. Yes, and then our team are really amazing. So if you want to play games, and let's say you're coming along, right? You can play games with them, So they can teach you some of our sandy games. They can play pool, they can play table tennis with you, they can play pickleball. So they just want you to have a great time. Then you should have your lunch, listening to some nice music, watching the ocean, people taking photos. At 4:30 we have our sweet treats, so you'll hear an announcement that goes on our speakers that says you can come to the top shop and get a sweet treat. So you can choose from a variety of chocolates or ice creams, then you pick one, then that's a nice treat to have. Throughout the day we have a snack station that's open, so your teas, your coffees, and your snacks, all sorts of snacks, mostly Nigerian made snacks, we really focus on that, are available. And then you can have that at any time that you want. It's all inclusive, so you're not paying anything extra. And then of course 5 o'clock, the golden hour, you can still enjoy your time by the beach, walk around. There's other things that you can book that are extras, apart from what's already included.
Basic that comes
exactly. You might decide to do a tie-dye t-shirt. You might want to do adire. So our guys are trained. So what we did was that we actually trained our housekeeping team, and they know how to dye adire. We had a trainer come from Nike Art Gallery, because I did my training there. I was so fascinated. I've always been fascinated by adire, I wouldn't lie. I love things that we can say it's our own. And, there's not a million things, like the things that are really our own. And when they did the training, I went for it and I was like, we need to teach our guys, because I don't think I'm a teacher yet. Like this particular one, I'm not perfect, so let me get somebody in. So they are very good, and they teach any new staff that comes in, they teach them too. And so that's something that you can experience if you want to go horse riding. We have our partner, guys that do horse riding on the beach, which is another lovely one. There's spa.
White painting. So there's enough to keep you entertained.
There's a lot. Yeah, it's up to you.
Because I just want the audience to know that you have a lot that you're offering here. So that if anyone wants to, wherever you're coming from, even if when you're touching down in Nigeria, that's one place. You can,
you can do very little, and you can
do so much. Depends on the time that you have at hand to actually spend there.
So we're going to do a couple of, well, not a couple, a few rather, quick fire truth or myths. So just tell me, like off the top of your head, don't think about it too much. I'll say a statement and you tell me whether you think it's a truth or a myth. Okay, running a business together strengthens marriage.
True.
Truth.
Wow. Okay.
Nigeria makes entrepreneurship harder than abroad.
Truth for me.
I mean, I'd have to say it's not an easy one for me, because on one hand there's a reference of what I did in the UK, but also easy access, easy opportunity, lots of opportunity to be an entrepreneur. When you're executing and operating and doing that business, very hard. So it's the balance. So I don't know if I can pick an answer. Sorry.
-1 for you, Mark. Okay. Success solves money arguments.
Truth.
True.
To a large extent. Mostly truth.
Mhm.
Yeah. Mhm.
And then last one, hospitality is a soft business.
I think I've used the word hard a lot today, right? Already. Yeah, myth.
Yeah.
It's an industry with lower barriers to entry, 100%. But what you require, the foundations, the character, that's the hard part, 100%. And that's why you see places opening and closing. This is why you see a lot of celebration around renders and building and construction, but not a lot when it comes to the operating. I think we're very proud after 6 years. There's a number of companies here that we kind of most like to associate ourselves with, who are the long-serving, standing businesses that have stood the test of time. And that, I think, is really a true testament to a business that makes sense and is probably doing mostly the right things in order to survive.
Good. That wasn't too bad. Well done, guys. Okay, cool.